In real life, do you consider yourself a little bit a psychic too? Olá, eu estou aqui com a atriz Lin Shaye, que estrela Sobrenatural, a Última Chave. Hi, Miss Shaye, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for coming.
Are you enjoying Brazil? Is your first time here?
It's my first time in Brazil, and it's so far so wonderful. I mean, everybody's been so sweet, and the food is great, and the weather is all right. It's all good, all good.
I love your character, Elise, and now we have a movie about her. We're gonna visit your childhood. How does it feel to start your own movie?
Oh, it's been a wonderful experience all the way from the very beginning, where we started the first one, and I was sort of a peripheral character, kind of giving the exposition of the further, and the way it grew. Then they killed me at the end of the first one, and James said, maybe we shouldn't have done that, and then they put me in the further in the second one, and then the third one. I mean, it was interesting that the audience grew, to appreciate the character, and that's an interesting aspect of the storytelling for me, because what is it about her that makes people appreciate it? And we were actually, through this day, we've been sort of articulating that what we see in this movie is her beginnings, which we don't know that much about when we meet her, and through the first three films. And she's a giver. She's not a taker. She's a good listener. She's a seer, but it's because she's a good listener. And I think those are elements in people that are missing right now. I think people are so busy with themselves and with their phone and with their thing and with their other, that they literally don't see out. And I don't think you ever get any good energy back in if that's what you're going to be doing. And it's a problem, I think. And I think that Elise, now especially, sort of embodies the best qualities of what people are, which is, it's not all about me, it's about you, and how can I help you, and how can I make your life better? That's a good thing. Those are good things to be able to, as a person, Lynn, do I do that every day? I'm learning. I'm learning from myself, trying to do the best I can. But I think that's the aspects of the character that have made it continue to grow. And I'm very proud of this next installment, where they thought enough of the character to show the problems that I've come out of, and which also inspires people to go, look, I've had a bad life. Because people take film, I think, and the experience of watching a film very seriously. It's very primal, much stronger than we believe, because you're by yourself experiencing something in public, but it's very private at the same time. And I think you take away elements from that you can use in your real life. So I'm hoping people learn something from this movie as well, about how you can function no matter how destructive your early life has been.
In real life, do you consider yourself a little bit a psychic too?
I'm a good listener. And I think that's part of what makes you, it enables you to hear. I mean, it's just, there's so much noise around us all the time. So I think I'm a good listener. Not always, but I'm getting to be a better listener. And so in that respect, sure.
What's the funniest thing about acting a horror movie?
The funniest thing, well, it's interesting, because you're pretending, but as an actor, you're sort of not, it's pretending and not pretending. You're experiencing reality in a very safe environment, is the way I like to look at it. So it's a safe place to be really afraid, to be really in love, to be really sad, to be really happy, and really go there. Your body doesn't know you're pretending. So it's not... it's not funny. It's exciting, because you allow yourself to have these feelings you might not always have in that experience in real life.
I live in 5 Keys, New Mexico.
This house was my family's house.
Elise?
There's cases of sexual abuses in Hollywood. How do you face all these changes in the industry?
Wow, how do we change people to pay attention to each other instead of gender? I mean, I think that's part of it too. We're so we're so gender separated, you know, and there's this horror when people the transgender terrifies people. That, you know, it's like we're organisms, we're puppies, you know. We all come out of the same thing. We all are trying to do, you know, we're all trying to make our way through. And I think when people stop categorizing women and men and age, and you're old, you're young, you're a male, you're a female, you're not, you know, you're not strong, you're weak. If people would just learn better, and I'm talking to myself too, to experience each other in a much more grown-up way, in a much less labeling way, maybe some of that will actually disappear. And I mean, some of it is, you know, physical. Men have, everybody's got different equipment, so to speak. But I mean, there's aspects of that too, you know. But to really be able to understand that we're all in this together, guys, and to be respectful, have mutual respect, be a good listener, listen to each other. If someone, be a good empath. Let me feel what you might be feeling instead of trying to take it away or take you or you know. So I think the answers are simple. And I think that it's a complicated issue. I mean, I don't know that it'll ever totally change. We've got a lot of selfish people. Selfishness is unfortunately a negative trait of humanity. Me, my, me. I want you to do what I want you to do. Control. People are trying to control each other instead of just be in charge of themselves.
Lin Shaye, thank you very much.
Thank
I loved
you.
to interview you.
Thank you. That was great.
Pleasure.
That was a great interview for me too.